Hi, this video is to demonstrate how to write an equation of a line that's parallel, or we could have a question that says to write an equation of a line that's perpendicular. I'll talk about that too. The one we're looking at on screen says parallel. So let's go through this and let's see what we need to do. Get my pen over here. So I'm going to underline the word parallel. It's really important to note if you're doing parallel or perpendicular so that you get the right thing in place. If I want something parallel to this line, I know I need the same slope. And so my step one is to take this equation, which I'm going to write over here, 3x minus 2y equals 5. And I'm going to get it into slope-intercept form so I can very easily identify the slope. And I would do this whether it said parallel or perpendicular. I still need to know the slope. So minus 3x on both sides to get the y term by itself. And now it looks like this, negative 2y. I'm going to do the x part first to be true to y equals mx plus b. The negative 3x plus the 5. And now I need to get rid of this negative 2. It's currently multiplication, so I have to divide everything by negative 2. And I mean everything. Don't be selective. Do it all. Divide those, and I get y equals negative divided by negative is positive, so 3 over 2 x. And that's going to be minus or negative. I can leave it as 5 over 2, or I could divide it out and put 2.5, either way. What I'm really needing is right there. That's the slope of this given line. And so to make my line parallel, I'm going to keep the same slope. So the old slope was 3 over 2. The new slope is also 3 over 2. If this said perpendicular, we would have to flip it and change the sign, and then we would use that new slope in everything we do. But ours stays the same because it says parallel. So here's my next step. I'm going to take y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to plug in everything I have. I'm going to write an equation here. It's not going to be my final answer, but it's getting there. I know that I have this point, so there's my x value, and there's my y value that I can plug in. And I know I have this slope, same slope because parallel. And so y value, it's right there. I'm going to plug in a 7. Oh, hold on. All right, announcement's over. I'm back. I plugged in the 7 right there because it's the y value. I have a slope right down here of 3 over 2. And that is my new slope, even though it's the same as the old slope because parallel, same slope. If I was doing perpendicular, I would plug in my new slope there. Times my x value is this negative 4. I'm going to put it in parentheses so the negative looks like a negative and not a minus sign. And plus b. Hey, there's the one thing I don't know. That's what I'm solving for now. Plug in what you know, solve for what you don't. It's the way of algebra. And so I have 7 equals. To multiply this out, I'm going to just think of that over 1. So I have 3 times negative 4, which is negative 12, divided by 2 times 1, which is 2. Negative 12 divided by 2, that's a negative 6 plus b. And to solve this, then I'm going to add 6 to both sides, right there and right there. And I get my b, or y-intercept, equals 7 plus 6. That's not a b, that's a 6. It's a little bit better. And so 13. So I have a slope, and I have a y-intercept. I'm ready to write my equation. When you finalize this, we want to leave the y part alone so people can plug in. We want to plug in for slope, 3 over 2. Leave the x alone so all the points can be found, and then plus b. There it is, my final answer. So it took a few steps, but it wasn't difficult. I found their slope. For parallel, I kept my slope the same. If it was perpendicular, I would flip it and change the sign. Plug that in with the point they gave me to find the y-intercept, and then write my equation. Hope this helps.